Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah. All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rekakadash. Now, I'm gonna precept Job 9 and 24, and let that be the foundation and go off of that verse. Job 9 and 24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Now, when it's saying the wicked, we got to know who is the wicked. Who was known as the wicked through the scriptures. Now, I'm going to get another verse in Isaiah to give understanding to how we find out who the wicked is. Isaiah chapter 20, 28 and 9. This is how you understand who the wicked is. It says, whom shall he teach knowledge? Okay, this is how we're going to get the knowledge of who the wicked is. And whom shall he make to understand doctrine? Them that are weaned from the milk and drawn from the breast. And that milk goes from the basics. Those that's dealing with the basics, they're going to be able to increase in knowledge. But this is how you find this knowledge. And this is how he's going to teach it to you. In verse 10, this is in Isaiah 28:10. For precept must be upon precept. Must. See, you must be able to back up what you're saying. Precept upon precept, line upon line, line upon line, here a little and there a little. Okay, so Job 9 and 24 say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So we got a precept that who is known as the wicked. Okay, so we go to Malachi chapter 1. And I'm going to start at verse 2. It say, I have loved you, says the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, says the Lord? Yet I loved Jacob. Verse 3, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Verse 4, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. You see, this is how you find out who is the wicked. Because this nation of Edom is the border of wickedness. It say, and the people, meaning the whole nation, the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Okay? See, this is the people that the earth is given into the hands of. And this goes along with another precept in Genesis, because once we know that the nation of Edom is the wicked, then let's see what's going on with this Jacob and Esau situation. You go into Genesis chapter 27, and find out why was the earth given into the hand of the wicked. This is why. And Esau said unto his father, or why was the earth given to the Edomites? And Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, my father. O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And 39, and Isaac His father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now, when you look at that verse, it say thy uh, dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth. Now that fatness goes back to richness. It goes to the point of being rich. See? And of the dew of heaven from above. Now let's deal with this the richness of the earth. Psalms, let's see here, Psalms 73. I'm gonna get right to the point. Verse 12. It said, this Psalm 73, verse 12. Behold, these are the ungodly. See, that's the wicked, who prosper in the world. See, they increase in riches. See, this is a clear indication. And then to let you know who it was talking about, let's jump up to verse 3. It say, For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. So now you understand who Asaph was talking about. He was envious of the wicked, the Edomites. Now when you go back to Genesis 27, starting at verse 29, Salakia, starting at verse 40. This is Genesis 27 and 40. He said, And by thy sword shall thou live. So he's telling Esau, by thy sword you should live when you get your blessing. You're going to live by the sword. When you dwell in the riches of the earth and have the dew of heaven, meaning you're going to have the kingdom, you're going to live by the sword. Now we go to Genesis chapter 6, verse 4. It said, And there went out another horse that was red. Now why did it call this horse red? You got to understand who Esau is. Esau is the representation of that. Now this gets right to the point. Genesis 25 and 25, it saying the first came out red all over like an hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. So he came out red. It makes it that was a significant feature on him, or contributed to him, that he came out red and they called his name Esau. Okay? So when you go back to Genesis 6, Revelation 6, I said Genesis 6. When you go back to Revelation 6, verse 4, it say, And there went out another horse that was red. Now mind you, the blessing in Genesis 27 and 40 say, Thou shalt live by thy sword. So you got two things that's connecting to Esau here. He was a power that was red. It say, and power was given unto him. That was it said in Job 9:24. The earth shall be given into the hand of the wicked. You see, power was given to them that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and there was given unto him a great sword. So Esau was given a great sword. And let's go back to Genesis 27. So that horse that was red in Revelation was given power in the earth to take peace from the earth, and he was given a great sword. Now let's finish this verse in Genesis 27, verse 40. Genesis chapter 27, verse 40. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou hast have the dominion, meaning the rulership. Dominion means rulership over something. He told Adam, you're going to have dominion over Eve. See, your husband shall rule over you. He told Adam also, you're going to have dominion over the fish and the sea and the animals on earth. You're going to have rulership over them. So it says, and it shall come to pass when you shall have the rulership. See? So all of the rulerships on earth, Esau had to have one of the major ones. And we know Hamites had Babylon, Assyria, the Syrians was some more Hamites, the Medes and Persians was the Arab type peoples, Ishmaelite type peoples, and then you had the Greeks and the so-called Romans. Clear. These are the Edomites. The Edomites took over in the Greeks, Alexander the Great time, and in the Roman time, and now they still in rulership. It says, and it shall come to pass when you shall have the rulership, that you shall break his yoke from off thy neck. So this is why the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, because it was a part of their blessing. See, Esau was gonna get that blessing. Now let's go to Hebrews chapter 10 and 20. It say, for by faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. So both Isaac and Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau. So the Israelites is gonna have a rulership over the earth, and we saw that with Solomon. He ruled him and David. I know Solomon ruled the earth for 40 years, and so that was just a glimpse of the rulership of the Israelites. But Esau was gonna get the first rulership. Now let me get that just to make my statement. Back up my statement. Now Esau had a grandson. One of his first grandsons was his name was Amalek. So Numbers 24 and 20, it says, and when he looked on Amalek, he took up this parable and said, Amalek was the first of the nations, but his latter end shall be that he perish forever. So Amalek, or Esau, the Edomite, was the first of the nations to rule, to have a rulership. You see? And so when you look in Daniel, and it talks about these kingdoms, those were the kingdoms that put the Israelites in bondage. But Esau always had the rulership. They always had mighty kingdoms and lived in the richness of the earth. Let me back that statement up. Genesis chapter 36. Genesis chapter 36. Genesis 36 and 31. It says, and these are the kings that reigned in the land of Edom, before there reigned any king over the children of Israel. So before the children of Israel had a king, the Edomites already had kings, and they had a kingdom, rulership, and they was reigning. You see, it was reigning in their land and taking over other people's land. Now, I just want to precept at Job 9 and 24, and I'm going to end it with the end of Esau. Let's see here. Second Esdras start at chapter 6. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 8. It said, and he said unto me, from Adam unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. So, this is how the Edomites is going down. Jacob is going to pull them down, like Daniel 7 and 18. It says, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. They're going to take the kingdom from the Edomites. And the king of Israel, Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, he is going to come and do that. Isaiah 34 and 5, Isaiah 63 talks about how he's going to come to Edom and destroy them and take the kingdom. And so that's how the Edomites is in rulership, and that's how the end of their rulership is going to look. By Yahushua coming and taking them down. And like Ezekiel 25 and 14, let me make sure I don't want to misquote. Ezekiel 25 and 14. Yep, Ezekiel 25 and 14 say, I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury. They shall know my vengeance, says the Lord. So the Edomites is going to get taken out by the hand of Israel, and that hand is going to be Yahushua, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ, and 144,000. When they receive spiritual powers and join Yahushua in destroying this Edomite kingdom. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, descendants of slaves. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.